Hey, what's up everybody? It's DJ Ryan Fresh and I'm back with another cool video. I know it's been a while since I did one of these and I kind of want to ease back into the YouTube landscape with something kind of fun. A few weeks ago I had brunch with my cousins, and my cousins Jay and Jasmine and I were having a discussion about club bangers. Now this happening in the middle of March, I decided to take Jay's idea and create a March Madness Club Bangers bracket. Now there are a ton of songs that I could have put on here. These are the ones that I thought of while we were sitting down and eating burritos and whatnot. But if you think I've missed something, put it down below in the comments, or maybe I'll make another video like this with a separate grouping of songs. But anyway, let's start. Now the criteria for these songs go across the board, across a few different eras of hip hop and R&B, and I'm kind of going off of what I get the best reception of whenever I DJ at a top 40 club. I tried my best to pair up the ones that I think would do well head to head, although there are a couple where they're kind of not there, but just close enough. Let's start with the first pair. Usher's You Don't Have to Call versus Justin Timberlake's Rock Your Body. I think both of these guys have had similar trajectories in terms of being child pop stars and then going into adulthood and being like contemporary R&B stars. Don't get me wrong, JT will always shut the place down, but You Don't Have to Call is like the clear banger. Every version of this song, edit, remix, whatever that exists is so dope. So while Rock Your Body is good, it's just not as good as You Don't Have to Call. So You Don't Have to Call advances. Now on the flip, we have late 2000s era banger selection between Daddy Yankee's Gasolina and Gwen Stefani's Holla Back Girl. Now these songs don't have much in common except that they both occupy very specific niches. Daddy Yankee is arguably the king of reggaeton, and Gwen Stefani is the queen of white girls trying to talk with a black accent. There's no denying that the sparse production of Holla Back Girl will get the place fucking shaking, especially when you hit that bridge. Gasolina, however, game changer. Gasolina is still one of those songs that I have to wait towards the end of the night to play. So therefore, Gasolina advances. Now for the next pairing, we put together some old rivals, Biggie's Hypnotize versus Tupac's California Love. Tragic stories aside, these are both incredibly strong songs in the club. Hypnotize has a very, very catchy chorus, while California Love, just based on the Joe Cocker sample, the Roger guest appearance, the Dr. Dre verse, no matter where you are in the world, you'll be throwing up the W's. So who does this go to? This was a tough one, and I honestly didn't even consider the fact that Diddy has ad-libs in Hypnotize. But again, if I go off of reactions alone, I'm sorry, but California Love has to advance. As I said before, no matter where I am, whenever I play the song, people go the fuck off. I could play this in the middle of Ohio and people will still tear the club up. And now for this fourth pairing, I put together two R&B ingenues, Faith Evans' Love Like This and Aaliyah's Are You That Somebody. Honestly, it's kind of apples and oranges in this case. Love Like This is very much like a straight ahead, straightforward like R&B song. And Are You That Somebody is an earworm that, like Gasolina, changed the game. Timbaland really took a chance on this weird song with syncopated drums and a crying baby. And there's not a doubt in my mind that this is Aaliyah's most recognizable single. That being said, Are You That Somebody is kind of a hard song to mix. The only times I play it is either at the beginning or the end of the night when things are kind of slowing down, or if I find a cool ass edit that is easy to play in the middle of a poppin' set. Love Like This is very much Faith's sleeper hit. Like it's one of those songs that when you hear it, you're like, oh, I know this song, and then you start singing along. Also, I didn't really consider this, but I'm gonna say it now, the Black Rob remix. Fucking awesome. So while Aaliyah will always be one of my favorite singers of all time, Faith Evans' Love Like This advances. And now just to recap what we have going on in the semifinals, right now we have You Don't Have to Call versus California Love and Gasolina versus Love Like This. So who's gonna go to the finals? Let's discuss. Now for the pairing of Usher versus Pac, both of these songs are products of their era. You have like Neptunes at their peak, you have Dre at arguably one of his like hard-hitting eras. Both of these songs are incredibly strong, but to use the apples and oranges comparison, they're still very different and they garner very different reactions. However, I'm the dum-dum who put this bracket together, so I gotta face the music. And as much love as I have for California Love, Usher advances to the finals. Here's the thing about California Love. While it is one of my favorite songs of all time, easily top 10 West Coast hit, it is a product of its time. It sounds dated in a lot of ways. And I hate saying that because I was a teenager when this song came out, which is is why I still love the shit out of it. Gasolina versus Love Like This, that's not really a fair fight. It really isn't. It's very much the way that Tyson versus Jake Paul should have gone, in as much as it's just a hit. And the hit in this case is Gasolina. I have the utmost reverence for Love Like This. And again, it's one of those songs where when you hear it, you're like, oh, I know this song, and then you find yourself grooving along. But to go back to what I mentioned about Gasolina, change the game. I can still play it, people fucking riot. So Gasolina advances to the finals. And now we're down to the finals. You Don't Have to Call versus Gasolina. Now, as someone who spins at top 40 clubs every now and then, both of these songs have strong dance floor presences. A strong dance floor presence. No matter where you are, anywhere in America, not unlike California Love, people have a strong reaction to Gasolina. Especially for people who are now entering their 30s, who were maybe still kind of too young to hit that reggaeton wave the first time. And thanks to Bad Bunny, we get to live it 10 years, 12 years after the fact. Also, if I have to consider remixes, Gasolina in itself has an abundance of awesome remixes, including one with Nori. That is my favorite one to play. And now, let me tell you about why Gasolina isn't winning. While some people would regard the previously mentioned Justin Timberlake as this era's Michael Jackson, I would have to say it's Usher. Usher has had longevity, over 3 decades in making like consistent great music. His catalog of hits alone could fill up the presidential library. Which one? Hopefully a good one. Anytime I've talked to people who have seen his Vegas residency, they have nothing but glowing things to say. The man is 3 decades deep into his career and still makes hit records. Now, this isn't to say that Daddy Yankee didn't change the game, because as I said before, he has, but he hasn't had the longevity of an Usher. So when you hear You Don't Have to Call, or Yeah, or Confessions 2, it's game over for the night. And that's why in this hastily put together bracket, I've christened You Don't Have to Call as the ultimate club banger. So that's it for the video today. I hope you liked whatever this was, and maybe I'll do another one if there were any hit songs that I may have missed, maybe different genres, maybe different eras of music, perhaps not classic rock, because that's not really my strength. Put them down below in the comments. And as a quick plug, my latest issue of What Am I Doing With My Life is now available. You can hit me up online through my Instagram at Ryan Fresh with 3 H's, or you can find it at Third Place Books in Seward Park in Seattle, Washington. Anyway, that's what I got for today. I'm hoping that I'll have enough wherewithal to make another one sooner rather than later. I'll check y'all later. Peace.